Hey everybody, this is your girl Savvy Sab and welcome back to another episode of What's for Dinner. On this channel, we would like to welcome you for the first time. If this is your first time, we would like to welcome you back if you are returning, and we hope that if you are new, that you will consider subscribing. On today, we're going to focus as always on quick and easy meals. We're going to focus on emergency readiness, as well as sometimes we even focus on juicing in the area of our health. On today, we will be preparing fried mushrooms that will remind you of fried chicken. I didn't say taste, I said remind you. So without further ado, here are the ingredients we would need to make this dish complete. And as you can see, the star of our our king oyster mushrooms. These are some huge mushrooms, guys. But I am endeavoring to see what the talk is about. Will they really taste like fried chicken? Will they just simply remind us because of their color? Or what is all the hype about? But I found some ingredients that I would normally use to season my chicken. So we're going to see if the same thing will work on today when we take these king oyster mushrooms and see what happens. All right. Without further ado, let's get started. First, we have to prepare a batter that we will use to marinate our mushrooms. So I've got my Ziploc bags together, and I'm going to prepare by cutting our star of the show, our king mushrooms. Now, I've been told that you can use oyster mushrooms, but I went ahead and I went for the king oyster mushrooms because, one, I like the size. And I really think I could do a little bit more if I used the king mushrooms. So I'm going to put these and I'm going to slice these in half. That way it will remind me of not only drumsticks, but possibly chicken strips or chicken pieces. Okay, so this is what I'm looking like. Doesn't it remind you of a drumstick? Yes, look at that. And you know what's really catching my eye already? You would not believe what is catching my eye already. The texture of these mushrooms. The texture, guys, of these mushrooms, they're reminding me literally how chicken look on the inside when you pull it apart. Let's take a closer look. See there? Look. They look kind of like, you know, they could be the texture of fried chicken. So look at this. Let's get a closer look. See right here? Look. See how it's pulling? Don't you think that? Well, we'll see. Okay. So some of the mushrooms I did cut, guys, like I said, we're gonna leave some long to remind us of drumsticks, and we're gonna cut some in half that would look like chicken pieces. Okay. So the first thing we need to do after we cut up our mushrooms and everything, the next thing I'm gonna do is we have to have a dry rub. We have to have a wet batter. Dry batter, wet batter. So after I've cut up all of my mushrooms, that's the second thing that I'm going to do. Is I'm going to prepare a little dredge as well as a wet batter. Okay? So let's see what happens as we start to prepare our batters. I'm still amazed, guys. I have to admit it. I'm still amazed on how they actually look. I looked at several recipes, and I have to admit, let me just be honest before we even begin. Some of the recipes I didn't even understand. Some of the recipes seem like they went all the way around the long way just to get to the end. So I kind of took a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and I was like, let's just see what Savvy Sab can do with this. All right, I've cut up finally all of my mushrooms. So now let's go ahead on and get this batter together. Okay, first things first. My base is gonna be that of flour. I'm gonna put it in a bowl first, guys, and then I'll transfer it to a bag. I hope that's okay. I'm a person that's visual. I have to see stuff. And my wet is going to be based with almond milk. Okay? So dry is gonna be based with flour, and wet is gonna be based with almond milk. So I'm going in first with a cup of almond milk. I'll probably just go ahead on and put 2, like I said. You can put 3 depending on how many pieces that you are going to actually fry. I put 2, and if I need to add another one, then I'll do just that. All right. Then I'm going in with some onion powder, garlic powder. Like I said, feel free. Treat it like your fried chicken. That was the mindset that I did. I have some hot sauce. I'm not going to put a lot because, again, my gut can't handle that. But you can put your little hot sauce in there and your Cajun seasoning along with some paprika. And that should pretty much do it. You can add some adobo because I actually added a little bit of adobo myself. Okay, I added a little bit of adobo and paprika, and that's what rounded up, actually, other than my Cajun seasoning, that's what rounded up all of my seasonings. Okay, this is some garlic and pepper that I'm going in with now. At the end of the day, you know I'm all about that flavor. That slap your mamas, that's gonna hit right. Believe me, that's gonna hit right at any given time. All right, so I got my seasoning in. I'm giving it a quick little stir right here, and let's keep it going. All right, let's keep it going. I want to make sure that all of my seasonings incorporated so far now with that little milk. Got the seasoning going, and I got to get my dry. I got to get my dry going. And like I said, the dry is going to be based with that flour. Okay, it's going to be based with that flour, and I added that in there, but yeah. You already know how that's gonna go, okay? I didn't put that much flour. Let's just be truthful. I didn't put that much flour. I just basically am creating a marinade here. So it's still gonna be extremely wet, not even a little thick. It's just enough to be able to, you know, adhere to the mushroom, okay? I put them all in, and as I'm soaking them into this wet batter, I'm gonna just drop them here in the bag because, like I said, I just wanna create a little quick marinade. And some of the directions, guys, were, to be honest, was saying 5 hours. Some of them were saying 3 hours. I didn't know. So I hit that middle. And I left it in there like 3.5, 4 hours. The marinade part. Next time I'll probably just do it overnight just to be on the safe side, to make sure that all of it is seasoned the way that it needs to be. I had tasted the season at the end. But I have to be honest, I think I should have marinated a little bit more. And I still should have did the dry batter more, like a double dip. I probably should have did that when I first started. Okay, but I'm here and I am wetting all of the mushroom, and I am putting it in this bag, and we're just gonna pour all of the batter that's left over into the bag as well, and give it a really, really great massage. Okay. So we're all done, okay? They're all in. So I'm going to pour the remaining marinade over the mushrooms, okay? And I'm just going to give it a zip. I'm going to give it a little zip. And I'm going to go into Massageville. I'm going to massage everything up, and then I'm going to place it in the fridge for about maybe 4 or 5 hours, okay? But I ended up, honestly speaking, I ended up leaving it in there for about 3.5, 4 hours. Next time, I really think I'll just do it overnight to see if it really will make a difference, okay? And once you get through with this part, believe it or not, this really is the most important part that I believe in making this dish. It's your marinating. It's getting that batter on there and letting it sit in. Yes. Now I'm going to put it in the fridge for a while. Meanwhile, I was also cooking chicken already for my family. And here you see me cooking the fried chicken, and I'm going to set it to the side in just a minute. Because I really wanted to taste. You know, I wanted to do a little quick taste test, you know, to see, you know, really and truly, was this going to remind me of what I think is going to remind me? So here we are, 4 hours later. I got my grease going here. I done made my dry batter, my little dry batter out of flour. And then I'm also with the flour, I'm going to add these 2 fish fries. I got this one by Louisiana. I got the regular one, and I got the Cajun. And I'm going to put that in along with the flour. And then I'm going to put in those same seasonings all over again just to give it a good season. It's already wet from the marinade. So that's going to be my wet. And then I'm going to go in and dip it in this dry. And then I'm going to put it on in a skillet. Now, feel free to do your double dip if you want to, but let's just see what's going to happen. And make sure if you haven't got that oil on high, make sure that that oil is high and ready to go, because that's going to be a very important part. You do not, guys, want to put this into grease that is not ready. So make sure your grease is going, your oil is really hot and ready. So make sure before you do anything, you put that oil on. You don't want to burn it, but you want it to make sure that it's already hot and ready to go. All right. And again, we just dredging it with some flour, some Louisiana fish fry the Cajun and the original. And then I brought back those same seasonings that I put in originally. The onion powder, the garlic powder, the Cajun seasoning, garlic and pepper, paprika. Put all those things inside of here as well. And once you see that it's fully coated and that oil is ready to go, we do need to test it. And I always test my oil by dropping a little flour into the oil just to see if it give me a little sizzle. And if it does, then I know I'm ready. Let's just get ready to test it. You want to test it? We need to test that oil. And once I got through doing this and I got through dredging it, I tested the oil and we went on and we got this going. We got this pop locking. All right. And again, as you can see, I'm having to really put on a thicker coat. So again, double dip might be your way. So now that we're ready, let's test the oil. Okay, the oil came right back with a little pop. So that means we are ready. We ready to drop our first, oh, look at, oh, we ready. See, we were ready. And I would say, guys, don't put a lot, okay? Put like 3 or 4 pieces in there so they can have plenty of room to fry. Plenty of room. Look at that skin. Yes. But I think the next batch I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring them out a little bit sooner because it's really dark. But it does remind me of fried chicken by the skin. But it's all about that crunch. It's all about that taste. This is my second batch going in, and I'm taking these out a little bit lighter. These a little bit lighter. I'm taking these out a little bit early because I want it to be a little lighter. And I'm going to see if that's going to make a difference. That first little batch, I left that in for a little while. Make sure you guys are liking and commenting in the comment section, please. All right, we're all done here. Look at this. Yes, for the gods. Look at that skin. Ooh, there ain't nothing else to do but to, you know, look at that compared to the chicken. Look at that. Oh, I got to get somebody. I think my son is coming into the kitchen. Okay. Let's get his opinion. Taste this. We've never had it before, so this is an honest opinion. Okay. What about the taste? Let me see the inside, the texture. It's just like chicken. Okay, so what do you think? Good. Does it remind you of chicken? Mm-hmm. Care to be honest? You can be honest. Hot. Oh, well, you could have let it cool off first. You like the seasoning or no? Or majorly. Mm-hmm. I let my son try it because my son always helps me in the kitchen sometimes when I'm cooking. So he's not going to tell me anything I want to hear. He's going to tell me the truth. But just getting into the inside of the mushroom, it has the same skin-like texture of chicken. And I bit into it. I instantly got the flavor of the seasoning is definitely there. If I had to say what I'll do the next time, I did cook it on a high temp, but I think next time I'm going to try the darker piece in just a minute. See, let me see, can I get that? Yeah. So it still looks like it to me. I actually got this the second go around. The first time I thought I left it in there too long, and it got darker, which looks more resemblance of chicken. But I love the color on this. The seasoning on this is great. I didn't try. Son, come and try this one. I really thought I left it in too long. So I hurried up and took it out. And then this time I took this one out a little bit sooner than I took this one out. So try the darker piece and tell me your opinion on that. Like, just bite it, whatever. And which one do you think tastes the better? This is the first one. This is the second one. So the first, the second. Which one do you think? The lighter piece, the second one. The second one? Yes. Okay, so the second one is better. And I really thought I left this in too long. So I took it out in a hurry. And then the second time, I paid more attention to it. I let it be in just a little bit. And I took it out about maybe 5 minutes before I took the first one out. So there you have it. Is it possible to have a chicken-like taste with mushrooms? Yes, it is. And will I do it again? Of course I will. But this time I did use king oyster mushrooms. The next time I will just use oyster mushrooms to see if there is actually a difference. Okay, that's it. So, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And until the next one, bye.